Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Shayla. If this is your first time here. So in today's video, we are doing this everyday peachy, it's like a matte and glowy look, but it's super easy. This is like one of my go-to looks, or I guess my everyday look. Anytime I'm just like rushing out the house and I want to do like a beat down, but I don't have time, well, like 20 minutes. Don't have time, like 20 minutes, you know? This is kind of like my go-to look and I love it. It's so easy. I just like the look of matte shadows on the lid with a little bit of a glow and a matte lip. It is perfect for every day without looking too done up, you know? I don't know, does this look too done up? I don't know, I'm so used to being beat that, you know, to me, I'm like, oh, this is natural. So in this video, you will learn how to do this everyday matte look. And I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more peachy because those are the shades that, you know, make the melanin pop. So if you want to learn how to do this look, continue to watch. I'm going to start with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I love this so much. I just put a little thin layer all over. Yeah, just like that. When I'm not filming, I do my makeup so fast, you guys. Like, literally, I'm like speed racer, applying it just like this. Like, I'll be like... Alright, I'm going to use one of my favorite stick foundations from Maybelline. I'm using two colors, 334 or 356. I can go darker with 356, but really I need a 345. Where is it? Maybelline 345. I'm like in between these two, so I'm going to use both of them. 345 would be like the perfect color for me. Maybelline, just saying. So I'm using the lighter shade kind of on the center of my face, and then the darker shade on the outside of my face. 356, here we go. Wait, I feel like I'm gonna have to pull my hair back because it is in the way. So I'm just gonna blend this in with my fluffy, I like using a synthetic hair brush. You could use a beauty blender. You can kind of just use whatever you're comfortable with. Blend, blend, blend. I just love the consistency of this stick foundation. Like, it makes my skin look so smooth, just like airbrushed. I like it. I like it a lot. I feel like I haven't like talked to you guys one-on-one in so long, just because I filmed with Karen and Katie last week. I wasn't even up in here. I feel like I've been gone forever from my makeup room, that is. I'm gonna conceal with the Too Faced Born This Way Super Plus, yeah, the big one. The Super Coverage, that's what it is. Super Coverage Concealer in Butterscotch. The big dog. And I always conceal kind of like the center of my face. I put a lot of concealer on because it just highlights. It's like a concealer slash highlighter. You know what I mean? Over here. Yep, there it is. And I'm just gonna use my Beauty Blender, even though I'm mad at Beauty Blender right now. I always get like my best makeup application when I just clean my Beauty Blender. I clean it like twice a week, maybe more. I'm like such a clean freak that I clean it probably more than what most people would do. But like whenever it's like this size, when it gets bigger, ooh, it goes on so good. Well, my makeup goes on good, that is. So soft. All right, I'm gonna contour with the Maybelline Stick Foundation in shade 360. So this is probably like a few shades darker. See? We're almost like contouring, bronzing. Yes. Definition up in here. Piece of hair won't let me be great. Gosh, one piece of hair. Oh my gosh. So I'm using the same, this is actually a powder foundation brush, but you can switch to a smaller brush. You just kind of have to use what is comfortable, but definitely like synthetic haired. I mean, you could use a natural hairbrush, but I like synthetic hair with like cream or liquids. Oh yes, get the jawline. Sometimes I will put like a darker concealer or a stick foundation down here and I forget to blend it in. It's happened like many videos. And I'm using like a medium pressure. I know a lot of you guys who work like a 9 to 5 and maybe don't want to like wear too much makeup or who don't want to highlight and contour too much, you can always skip this step and just contour with bronzer, you know? But if you got time, honey, then do that season 10 beat. Oh, season 10. Some of y'all can't be season 10 at work. I understand. Okay, I understand. All right, this is my Marc Jacobs concealer brush, and I'm just gonna go in and kind of blend out this nose season 10 snatch. Season 10 up in here. Yeah, see that? Ooh. Blend it right into the eyebrow. This is like when I really want to be like, okay, we going to the reunion today, you know? I don't always contour my nose, but when I do, it's season 10. Ooh, I cracked myself up. Ooh, look at, this background is cute. Like, I kind of like seeing that line right there because I feel like in pictures you look hella snatched, but you can always go over it like this just to soften it just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. All right, I'm gonna set my foundation with the Huda Beauty Kunafa powder. It's a yellow undertone powder, which is why I love it. It's super like finely milled, it's soft. It does have like a rose scent, and I know some of you guys are kind of sensitive when it comes to smell, so there is a little bit of a scent. I like it. As Karen would say, it smells like, what'd she say? She was like, it smells like rich old lady. Kind of does. It smells like money, honey, okay? So I'm just blotting this over my foundation and concealer. I always blot on my powder because sometimes when I like just bake, my under eyes will look kind of dry. I don't know, I'm just about this blotting life. All right, I'm gonna bake just for like a second. I'm gonna use a different colored beauty blender. I don't like using the same beauty blender that I actually blend out my concealer to bake. I just like using a new beauty blender that's not too damp. Oh, is there a fire alarm going on outside? What's that? Fire alarm going on during my during my tutorial. That's nice. Hope there's not a real fire. Okay, I feel like that's even like enough time to bake. I'm like terrified of over baking, okay, and overcooking. Not trying to do that. All right, that's enough time. That was like 5 seconds. I'm gonna fill in my brows with the Bobbi Brown brow powder. I switch my brow products a lot, but I usually end up with a powder. I just love using powder. It looks like natural, you know what I mean? This one has 2 shades, so if your hair gets darker, there's a darker shade for you, or lighter in my case, then I could just use the lighter one. My hair color changes so much that that comes in handy having 2 shades, you know? What should I do next, you guys? Are you ready for me to bring black hair back? Let me know. Tell me, are you over the blonde? Even though this is like brown with like some, what are they called, lowlights? Some brown lowlights. This is more of like a brown, not blonde, but what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. I really do listen to you guys, so like when you guys tell me like, oh, go blonde, do this, do this. When y'all be bullying me to do stuff, I actually do it. I'm like, okay, well shoot. I'm using my Zoeva Inglot brush, which is kind of like my go-to Inglot brush for brows and for cream liner. It's nice, and it's like durable. Inglot brushes they can be difficult because I feel like they get kind of messed up easily. They're delicate. That's the word. Inglot brushes are delicate. I went out to eat this past weekend, and you guys know I'm like on my little health kick. I really try and just eat at home because there's like so much crap when you go to the restaurants. So the food is like loaded with just like so much. And so I ate out this weekend, and like I promise I have like all these like little tiny bumps. Like my skin is reacting to all the like food. A lot of the food I ate had almost like sweet sauce, you know, like I could just taste it. All right, now I'm gonna conceal my whole lid and under my brows with that same Too Faced concealer. I just really like concealer as an eyeshadow base now. And I like to use concealer to just really shape the brow to get it like nice and sharp, nice and clean. So I'm just using a flat synthetic haired brush, and I am blending this out. This concealer is like a little bit thicker for the lid, so if you have like issues with creasing, you may even want to try a concealer that's a little thinner. I don't really have an issue with eyeshadow creasing too much. Like that's like not a problem for me. So I feel like any concealer kind of works, you know? You always want to use a flat brush, especially for like the lid or concealer or primer on the lid. It just like goes on so much better. So I really want my eyes to look effortless. So I'm going to use the 2 matte shadows from Karen's palette. I just want like that peachy, matte, easy kind of look. So this color is Loungy from Iluvsarahii X Dose of Colors. And I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush and apply this in the crease. And I'm gonna press it on the lid. But I love this color. This is like a just really pretty peach shade. And you guys know how I feel about anything that's peachy, that's orange in my crease. It's like heaven. And I'm blotting it on with my fluffy brush on my lid. Whenever you use a fluffy brush, you're not gonna get like a ton of pigment, and that's how I want it to look. I just want it to look just clean and airbrush. Airbrush. When I used to work at MAC, I used to say that all the time. I would tell everyone, I'm like, this gives you an airbrush finish. Airbrush, airbrush, airbrush. But like airbrush was also like a thing. Do you guys remember that? When like everyone was like trying to be airbrushed, like actually with the airbrush though. Kind of blending in with the background a little bit, huh? All right, now I'm gonna go in with Wonderlust, which is like a deeper terracotta shade. And I'm gonna apply this just in the crease. Just to add like a little bit more depth to the eye. If you're in a rush, you could always just wear the first shade by itself, which I've done a few times. Using a pencil brush, I'm gonna smudge Wonderlust, the same color I just put in the crease, and I'm gonna smudge it under my lash line. You always kind of want to bring whatever is going on in the crease under the lash line. I mean, that's like my little trick. I love powder under the lash line. This gives like a little natural effect. Okay, do we want to add a little bit of pop? Yes. So I just want like a little some on the inside here. I love adding like a highlight here. It makes you look super glowy. Something about it just gives that glowy effect. So we're gonna put a little bit of poquito, oh yes, poquito más, this one. Put a little bit of that on the inside, right up in here. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's cute. That's real cute. Just a little bit, you know, a little bit. I'm gonna line my eyes with Extra Baggage liner from Dose of Colors. This is like a dark brown liner with a red undertone. It's so pretty. I love brown liner, especially when I just want like a soft daytime look. This is the same Zoeva angled brush, by the way. I always hate how the end of liner looks. So I'm just gonna use that same pencil brush that I used to smudge under the lash line. I'm gonna smudge the outer corner of the liner just so it looks like it kind of gets smoked out and it just doesn't abruptly stop, you know? Like it'll blend into the shadow. There it is. See? Look at this one. It just like stops. Yeah, see? See? Before I add any mascara, I'm gonna highlight and add a little bit of bronzer so that when I set my makeup, my mascara doesn't go all over the place. I know that's happened to you guys. So I'm gonna use, I haven't used this in so long. This is Fuego from Dose of Colors, Desi times Katie, or wait, Desi Katie times Dose of Colors. Y'all know what I mean. It's Desi and Katie's highlighter, Fuego. This is my Zoeva 134 brush. I switched to a smaller brush just because I think Karen told me to, so I was like, oh, okay. I always highlight above my lip too, right here. And on my chin. On my chin, I like to use like a really light pressure because it will get hella shiny. And then a little bit on my nose here. All right, I'm gonna bronze with Sunkissed bronzer from, oh yeah, J-Lo times Inglot. I'm like, what is this? All these collaborations on my face. Just warm up the cheeks just a little bit. I'm not gonna add blush just yet because after I set my makeup, sometimes I'll go in with more highlight and I like to put blush on after the highlight. This is just bronzer. All right. Time to set. So this is MAC Fix Plus. I can't believe I never used to set my makeup. You know, like now I can't live without setting spray, but before I never used to set my makeup. Like, what was I thinking? Whew. And I just kind of go ham, you know? Yes, drenched. And I don't do anything until it dries, so. All right, I'm gonna go in and prime my lower lash line. This is kind of what makes my lashes really stand out at the bottom, the primer. So I'm gonna prime just the bottom lashes, and then we're gonna add mascara to the top and bottom. I like to wait just like a second for the primer to dry. Just like a couple seconds, really. I feel like my primer is about to dry out. What's going on here? What's going on here? And this is the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. And I just do a really thin layer on top because I like to wear false lashes. So we don't need to waste all the mascara. when we're putting falsies on. So that primer really does make the lashes thicker and longer on the bottom. I love primer. Ooh, look at those bottom lashes, yes. Let's put some glue on these lashes. All right, I'm gonna finish off the look with my Lilly lashes in Miami. The Miami style are like my go-to daytime lash. I just love them so much. So the glue that I'm using is called Callus. I get on Amazon. I like it a lot because it's black, but it does kind of stay and stick to my lash sometimes for days. So just keep that in mind. Ooh, look at that. Tell me that doesn't look good. Season 3, season 10. This is like me showing up to the reunion, season 3. Like when makeup's cute but no lashes, you know? Season 10 is like, this wouldn't even be reunion. This would be like every day. Season 10. Hunty. I'm gonna put just a little bit of powder right here because I feel like I'm just like a little too dewy. Look, I like to be matte right up in here. That dew just kind of took over the face. There it is. Perfect. Look at that highlight though. All right, there's a new blush in town, folks, and she is cute. So this is Fever Blush. Look how peachy that is. So nice. From Flesh Cosmetics. This is a brand new brand, and I am just obsessed with this blush. I cannot get enough of it. It is so pretty. Look at that. Look at that color. It's like just nice and rich in pigment. Like we like it. This look is just so like, I feel like I'm just like zooming through this because it's so easy. Like it's just not a ton of product and it still looks super peachy and fresh and pretty and glowy and pretty much every word to describe a really cute makeup look. Ooh, peachy vibes. I matched the backdrop. Can't believe we're almost done. Like, look how fast that was. All right, I'm gonna line my lips with the Buxom Covert Affairs, right? Yes, lip liner. This is kind of like a rusty kind of peach color. It's really pretty. Little jumbo lip pencil going on here. These jumbo pencils give kind of like a softer look to the lips. Okay, I'm so excited to try this product. This is from Buxom Cosmetics. It's called the Pillow Pout Lip Plumper. So this is like the first ever powder lip plumper. That's like a tongue twister. Powder lip plumper. All right, so the product comes with a sponge tip applicator like so. And with this, you can really like blot it on to get a blotted look, almost like you don't have anything on, or you can build it for more coverage. But this is like, okay, say like you go to work and they're like, you wear too much makeup or whatever. Are they allowed to say that? I don't know, but say they say that. But if you have this on, it's kind of like, this is my natural lip color. You know, and they'll believe it. It kind of gives that look. Like it could be a lip color. It could be your natural lip. Like you just don't know. So you can wear this by itself for that just like innocent, like, you know, just woke up kind of look. Or you can put gloss over it. And I like this. It's like peachy, like. It's a vibe. It's super lightweight also, so it feels like you're not wearing anything. Cute. I'm gonna add just a little bit more lip liner on the edge, but those Pillow Pout lip plumpers come in 10 shades, and you can kind of feel it. It's not like aggressive, but you can feel it like tingling the lips just a little bit. Feel the plumpers going to work. I love products that have plumping in them. Like, why am I trying to talk while I'm lining my lips? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I feel like it kind of like plumps the little fine lines in your lips. You know what I mean? Should we add gloss or should we leave it like this? Maybe let's leave it like this because I always add gloss to everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is cute. So that color was So Spicy. It's kind of like a nude peachy shade. All right, guys, here's the finished look. I really just wanted to give you guys this peachy everyday look because every time I wear it, I get the most, I guess, comments about it, like film that, film that, film that. And I thought I did, but looking back at my videos, I haven't really filmed anything like this. So this is just, it's like my go-to look. It's so easy to do and it's pretty and I am here for it. Don't forget to comment below, subscribe to my channel, and last but not least, strut and slay. That beeping noise is so annoying. Who want the smoke? Who want the smoke? Wait a second. I could just taste it. Hope, want the hope, want the hope, want the smoke. Oh my gosh, that beeping. Stop. Wait a second. Blot it in to the skin. Oh my god, it smells so good. There it is.